Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be talking about A Star is Born, directed by Bradley Cooper and starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. A Star is Born is basically the story of a established musician, Bradley Cooper, who plays a character named Jack Maine. And he is essentially a Steve Earle type of musician. It's kind of country folk, rock and roll type music. And he stumbles upon a young Allie, played by Lady Gaga, and starts to see her talent and tries to give her an opportunity to become a star. I'm just going to say, this movie is incredible. This is a truly great film. And the reason I know that is because I've seen it twice. The first time I saw it, I was not in a good headspace to talk about it. I was a wreck. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say about this movie. I started to get in my head that this movie was such a simple premise that it couldn't have been as good as I thought it would as I thought it would have. As I thought it was. It couldn't have been as good as I thought. And it is a great film. It has some of the best performances I've seen in this kind of movie in Bradley Cooper, who is so charming, charismatic, and yet deeply troubled, deeply angry, and is shielding that anger in a way that I was trying to analyze and understand. I'm trying to figure out what made this guy tick, and I couldn't necessarily name one exact thing. There's so much going on in his character internally, in his gut, that he is pushing down. He embodies the suffering star. The man who has all the answers and yet is not to the point of completely making it. Lady Gaga... Okay, I can't just say Lady Gaga was a great singer. Like her... Of course, she is an amazing performer. Something Lady Gaga does in this movie that I was paying more attention to, she's giving a tremendous amount of trust in Bradley. When it comes to his trusting his direction, trusting him as a scene partner, he's giving her a lot, and she is receiving it. And she's giving him so much more. When they're alone in this movie, when they're together, going through their struggles, going through their lives, going through their careers, they are always trying to be with each other in the moment. And that relationship, with Bradley Cooper being more established in Hollywood now and directing this film, and Lady Gaga being very new into this industry, translates perfectly. That relationship of the director and the newer actor is seen in their character relationships between Jackson and Allie. And they are able to mold it in such a way that is so beautiful and so connected that there is no denying that they were perfect in their scenes. The thing that Lady Gaga does so well in this movie, and actually does better than Bradley Cooper, is how she performs her songs. A lot of people, when it comes to criticizing actors for being in movies and for singing, is that, oh, well, they acted fine, but their singing was bad. I don't have a problem with that, because you can sound great, you can sing a song beautifully, but if there's nothing, if there's no intent, if there's no emotion, if there's no stakes behind the song, if there's no reason for you to sing it, if you're not playing the character and you're just breaking character to sing, it doesn't work. But what Lady Gaga does here she actually taps into something that most actors who can't really sing can't achieve. And that's being able to sing a song and convey through your voice and convey through your technique and through all of this the character. It's not a matter of acting against the song. She uses the music, the words, the melodies, even when she's playing, she uses those moments as amplifiers to her character. Those moments in the story when she's on stage performing and when she's giving herself to these songs, it's a deeper insight to the individual. And it's not just Lady Gaga, it's Ally performing the way she does. And Lady Gaga has excellent instincts in how to make this character fully fleshed out in the performances. She made my heart race. Twice. Both times. The same position. I was emotional the same time. Both times. And my heart was beating so hard and so fast. It was captivating. I was captivated by her. The story and how it was being told allowed me to feel captivated. Bradley Cooper's direction is phenomenal. The writing in this movie is phenomenal. All the characters made this a believable world. I loved the producer in this movie, the big guy who's going to give, opportunities to rising stars. He wasn't just an ass. He wasn't. He was, of course, a man who was so worried about losing this great talent, but he was still trying to give opportunities to the people he represents. He still wants them to succeed, and he doesn't want them to be rejected or be embarrassed by the world. For them to embarrass themselves, because that's bad for him, it's bad for them. It wasn't just a person who's just like, oh, I don't see I'm here to stomp on your artistry. No, it was, he's offering things that go against artists, the personal feelings that we have sometimes when it comes to our protecting our craft. But then they, in their own way, accept those offers, but they do it so it fits their personality, so it fits their unique qualities. And it allows for them to shine rather than just the record label or for the company itself to, just be the person instead. But the biggest surprise for me in this movie was actually Sam Elliott. Going in, I already thought Bradley Cooper was an excellent actor. I thought Lady Gaga, I'd heard she was great in American Horror Story. And, if it's a singing movie, I thought she was going to be very comfortable. But Sam Elliott was the biggest surprise. Similar to Bradley Cooper, he is troubled, but he's been able to deal with that hurt in a different way. And he expresses that too. They're not sharing the same lives, Bradley and Sam, or Jack and Bob. They are not sharing the same turmoil, because no two people do. And what's really cool, and this is something I really love too, it's a little thing, but I love how Ally, while she's being brought into this world of performing and of music, she's also slowly being brought into the lives of both Jackson and Bob. There are moments that feel quick and feel fast, and that's what those moments feel like for the characters. Like, there's one scene in this movie that happens really fast, and I'm just like, holy cow, but it matches, it fits. It's there intentionally, because the entire beginning of the movie was a slow build, and then all of a sudden there's this quick moment, and it's like, wow, where'd that come from? This will be something to talk. This is a movie I will be talking about at the end of the year. I know that, for a few reasons. I might be bringing this movie up the end of the decade. We'll see. I guess that tells you how I recommend you see this movie. I see it in theaters. And then buy it as soon as you can and add it to your collection. Like, there's no doubting. This movie it's a must. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with the public, all that fun stuff. And as always, take care. And please see this movie.